Hello? Oh. I wasn't actually muted, it was just it for some reason switched to my default device to a different device.
Are under attack.
That's awkward. It switched it to, well, it switched it to nothing really. I don't know why it was not using my mic as my mic, but it was not using my mic as my mic. Anyways, what I was saying is, bottom left, we have our yellow orc player. I don't exactly know how to pronounce his name. I would assume it's something like QuXu, as opposed to like QuXu or something. That sounds more Americanized or whatever. I don't know. I think QuXu is probably closer. I don't know. I feel like Shu would probably have like XIU or something. I don't know. We shall call him Orc Player probably. And at the top right, our red Night Elf, it is Wontu. And he is actually playing Demon Hunter. I assume with the aim of a Pit Lord second, because I know that's his current favorite strategy against Orc. Orc coming across to try to disrupt this troll camp, but Wontu has already finished it fast enough. Got the Wand of Illusion. A Wisp will be picked off here though.
A player's forces are under attack.
Wontu started his tech, Orc also started his tech. This base is a little sketchy for the Orc, because if he hasn't set his rally points properly, this can, you know, block off some grunts, right? Actually, there might be a gap here. Actually, this might actually be a gap, right? Probably. I don't think this burrow is touching the bird, so there might be a gap here. It does look a little sketchy though. Yeah, scouting with illusions. Wontu also tanking with illusions. A little afraid of the blade, but it is a fake. And now he's lost his mana burn and the blades arrived. Oh, he got baited so hard there. Blade ends up stealing the last hit. And I think the item did go to Wontu, but the XP to the blade is huge. Nice little block coming out from the blade. DH will slip past though. Archer going to just hide for now. There is no dust, so it will be safe. Yeah, if Wontu had just committed to killing the ogre, he actually would have got it. But he got afraid of the illusion, and the blade ended up getting just enough time to reach there. Feels bad, man. Okay, we see a little Wand of Illusion. Distracting, potentially looking to pull this if the DH walks out too far. And Wontu's tech almost done. Most likely to see double lore and tier 3 and bears. And maybe not double lore right away, but you get the idea. Orc on the other hand, 3 grunts and adding a 4th grunt. So might be potentially more aggressive in the mid game with all these grunts. Or maybe I'll just creep well with all of them, because, you know, 4 grunts is kind of a lot. I know oftentimes you'll see an orc stop at 3 and then make sure they have the resources for all of their next production buildings. Wontu goes across to the orc side of the map, looking to steal a camp, and should be able to do so. Orc finishing off the trolls from the first camp. Wontu with some great items, oh my god. What the... double slippers for the demon, and a circlet, and then probably gloves for the pit lord. He might pass this circlet to the pit lord as well. Blade is here, and will be taking out an archer, but the ogre does go to Wontu, and he gets another circlet, pretty good find. However, the blade has reached level 3. Grunt's getting ensnared, going to have to deal with the creeps. Wontu's army a little weak right now. But if he can manage to continue leveling, he should be fine. However, Blade is level 3, which is... it's kind of hard to deal with, but the Blade does have low mana, so our Orc player won't be able to harass as effectively as he would like with only 60 mana. And we do see double lore, tier 3, and tier 3 is actually almost done already. So Wontu is going to have bears finishing up really soon. He still has 4 archers as well. And he sees the Windwalk. He's unsure if he should start the camp. Okay, he's going to pick up Dust first, and then probably still start it. And I do think you probably have to just go for this camp. Like, you might lose your Ancient War if the Orc ends up being here, but... Okay. Should see some focus on this Blade, try to get him out. Going to be a difficult camp though. Blade is a real annoyance, and the Blade also just hits really hard. Okay, Demon does get the last hit, and they get Pit Lord picks up the item. It's going to be a Flute of Accuracy, which is probably one of the worst items, as he is no longer making ranged units. But he can get the gold from it. Ruined Bracers for the Orc, also bad, and he does indeed sell it. Bestiary Totem. Our Orc player does have the sort of production buildings to be able to fight. So we might see him reach 50 food and then come across to the elf base. And it'll be up to Wontu to get a good position in his base with Orb of Venom, as many bears as he can, and just fight it. Demon versus Blade right now. You would think a demon with 2 slippers should be able to fight, but spoiler, he cannot. Blade is OP, Kappa. Okay. So Demon going to get healed from a rejuve. Should keep his Moonwells full so that when the Orc pushes, he'll have that to fall back upon. And he does indeed sell the Flute, picks up an Orb.
Player's forces are under attack.
And Orc has about hit his strength here. He's 3-3, got his levels really quickly. He's about 50 food. Wontu actually got the last hit there. No XP, but does get the gold from it and deny the XP. Orc looking to attack right now. Some good items for Wontu. If he can get in a proper position, have this bear dryad and his next 2 bears come out, he actually might still be fine here. Pit Lord has not reached 3 though, which is kind of awkward, but he might be able to pick off these 2 ogres, maybe do the lab real quick. And Orc, deciding to back off, is doing the smart play of setting up an expo though. No towers means it can be breached, however. And we will likely see a little bit of hit and running from the Orc. Maybe pillage picked up. He's actually already bypassing 50. Oh, he just canceled the Kodo. He was bypassing 50. Ends up picking up that ogre kill. I think Wontu probably needs to back off and creep the lab for level 3 Pit Lord, but he can theoretically fight here. He is pretty strong. Bear's not in the best position with a couple of them in the back, but look at this damage. It's really piling up. He does have a staff as well, and rejuve available. The Orc taking a lot of damage, has to use his greater heal on the Blade Master. But look at this, look at this. This is Wontu's moment to do something. He needs to either find and kill the Expo, or do some crazy dive into the Orc base. But it's risky to go to the Orc base because of their access to the shop. The fact that he's going to get a bit of the salves off. He does not have a heal scroll though on the Orc, so Wontu could do some good damage here. See what happens. Wontu looking to go in to the main rather than the expansion, and the Orc will likely try to focus out the hero to get Wontu to TP. One walker falling immediately. Kodo does eat a bear, but as you can see, there is the focus fire on the demon, and he gets hexed and crit and dies. Pit Lord still very strong though. If the Orc fights this too long and the Pit Lord gets off his invuln and healing, he should actually be fine for Wontu. Wontu should still be fine here. Look at this orc army, it's just getting decimated by the cleave. Oh no, the orc needs to back off to his burrows. Staying a little too long here. This cleave! The cleave! The dryad slow! Turn this back. You can't fight that, dude. There was that small timing where the orc was at like 50 and Wontu was at like 40 level 2 pit lord. But after that point, you really just don't want to fight this army until your expansion has picked up. So he did the smart play of getting rid of the demon, but he really needed to well, honestly, you want the demon to TP rather than to die. And he kind of called it GG. 1-2 picking up the first game. Yeah, we have our game 2. They actually have this exact same MMR. I do think the orc played extremely strong that game though, until the point where they actually fought. The actual fight was one that you're not really going to win against bears, cleave, orb of venom, and so on. Like he did the right play of putting up an expo, but he needed to dance around more, wait for the expo to really pay off, maybe get spiked barricades and fortified as well, so that the bears can't really push in effectively. Spiked barricades and fortified stuff also makes it so the pit lord ends up needing to go rain of fire rather than howl, so that later you can actually fight straight up when they have rain of fire instead. But fighting against howl, cleave, or prevent, like, I don't know, dude. Kind of questionable, dude. Okay, so top right, our red night elf Wontu going to go for the permanent item, which I think is a good choice for demon hunter, and I assume we will see a demon hunter. Is indeed a demon hunter. And at the bottom left, our yellow orc is going for the blade master once again. No shop yet. Shop now coming up, so he will probably creep something small first, heal up, sell his TP, and then go across to harass, I assume.
A player's forces are under attack.
Let me update the score real quick. Okay. Wisp scouting in. Creep getting started by Wontu. Yeah, all standard so far. Yeah, DH forcing walkers, big green. Shaman are really difficult to deal with. Like I feel like they're even better against bears than like walkers really are, because like purging a bear so that it can't move and can't like go back to rejuve or attack or whatever is pretty annoying. It's kind of like when you ensnare bears, right? You get that value of the bear not being able to move anywhere.
A player's forces are under attack.
Both sides finishing their first camp. We do see the healing picked up, and orc will head across. Elf, questionable items. I mean, ring I don't think is bad, especially for a pit lord later, which we will likely see. And actually the orc is going to just continue creeping for now, or at least one camp. He might still go across after this camp. We'll see. He also got a cloak. So neither side probably too satisfied with their items, but they're not. I mean, I don't know, ring has some value, gloves of haste some value. Cloak does get sold, circlet picked up, dust picked up. But Wontu's already finished 3 camps, should be able to just heal and then head to his gold mine potentially. The orc might be looking to snipe the blue ogre, should be able to get it in time if he wants, but will definitely not be able to finish the camp. Okay, going for the priest first. Actually, might not be fast enough. I don't think he got the backstab damage to start because I think Windwalk ran out. And it looks like Wontu's here in time. Might be able to get a mana burn. Mana burn! Oh my. I should have looked closer at the XP. Who got it? The Orc got the last hit and the claws +9. It was so close though. But I think the mana burn was a little short in damage maybe. And now the Orc is happy with his items. Claws 9, Gloves of Haste, Circle. Oh my god. Orc is happy face. Wontu, on the other hand, he's a little sad. He's got some boots. Boots and a ring. I don't know. I don't know what you do. Okay, he did nicely finish off the rest of the camp with his archers. DH pressuring. Hunter's Hall once again, as before, likely to see lores and a pit lord picked up. Orc this time, also same build, going for Torn Totem and Bestiary. But it's possible we might see more of like Walker Kodo rather than the Raider. Not sure. I do think walkers can have a lot of value with Kodos. Yeah, against the bear army. Because Kodos with Spirit Link is actually pretty solid when they aren't taking extra damage from bears. But raiders with Spirit Link, like that's just asking for your army to get decimated, right? Level 3 picked up for the Demon Hunter. And he does get another greater heal potion just as he did last game, which has a lot of value because one of the ways you can really lose is if the Orc nukes your heroes. Oh my. Luckily the Orc wasn't really ready to like pick this stuff off. Blade Master, Ruined Bracers, not too good. He probably will sell it again, but has not sold it so far. And the Orc kind of lost track of the elf there, even though Wontu just picked up his Pit Lord in the center. It looks like our Orc player did not spot that. However, does quickly find him and will be able to creep jack here. And this is not gonna go good for Wontu, I fear. Oh, he's actually going straight for the archers. We'll be able to pick up one and gets. Oh, Wontu does get the blue ogre, but Pendant of Energy, not what you want to see on the Pit Lord. However, this is a map with a marketplace. At some point, he can try to go shopping, pick up some claws, some gloves. Little split creeping done with the Shadow Hunter. Gets a greater mana, so good item for him as well. Raider, Walker. This Raider is actually blocked right now, I believe. I think he needs to chop like this tree and maybe this tree. Or he needs to chop like all of these trees. This Raider is actually stuck for a long time. Yikes. Yikes. He realizes though. Oh no. No. He's this burrowed. No. Come on, dude. I feel like it's cheaper to just purchase a Zeppelin and pick it up or something. Okay. Orc spotting the elf once again. We do have staff, but no orb yet. No bears. Bear form on the way though. But Wontu currently experiencing one of those moments with this strategy where you're just a little risky to creep anything, but luckily he has kept the blade low mana. I think from the Orc point of view, one of the keys is to make sure your blade can still have plenty of mana, stay on top of the elf army, and just make sure they don't creep. But as I say that, he gets burned for 74 mana. Oh no. Blade Master does hit really hard though. Still has the Rune Bracers, which should probably be sold, but he is going to creep jack. And these archers are all, they're just all going to get focused down quickly. Nice staff on the bear. Does need to morph this one which he does. Very nice, but still probably needs to bring this wisp over to detonate. Not sure if he will think of it. He does. Oh my god. These guys are real players, dude. But not enough. That bear is still going down. Did force out another hex, however. Should see an orb of venom picked up at some point once he gets back to his shop. But yeah, this is one of the things you need to do as the orc. You need to pick off what you can before the elf is really ready with their bear army. If you can do that, you can just have a numbers advantage. I would have liked to see him creep his gold mine out. Oh my god, he killed 2 burrows, dude.
Forces are under attack.
Oh no. Oh my god. But yeah, this is what I'm saying. If he had just got a Zeppelin instead, rather than killing 2 burrows for 320 gold, you just bought a Zeppelin for 240 gold and still had a Zeppelin to use for picking up units, moving them around, etc. in the fight. I don't know. That little mispositioning of his base really cost him a lot, however. Wontu, on the other hand, pretty solid pit lord items. Personally, I would like to see one of these items on the demon hunter, because the demon hunter does only have 675 health. But we do got a fight on the way. Orc is actually looking like a decent army now with his reinforcements finally arriving, but this is already 3 bears. The one thing the orc does have going for him though, no level 3 on the pit lord and no orb of venom ever picked up yet. Dryad's getting focused. Should see hopefully the archers getting focused next as well. Blade dropping low, does use the invuln. Nice staff out on the bear. But the orc army not too weak right now comparatively. And one of the big reasons is because Wontu hasn't picked up his orb yet. He should be able to pick it up now. Does have it. I do think it's a nice TP by Wontu though. Now he will be able to rejuvenate everything back up, and it takes a lot longer for the orc army to heal. Oh, he actually used up the mana stone too. That hurts. He actually had a greater mana, but I think he used the mana stone instead. Maybe just you know, panicked for mana and chose the wrong one. But mana stone has been consumed. Wontu looking to put up a little pressure here, and it's going to work very nicely. Orc was just setting up a town hall. Still would have liked him to maybe pick up those gauntlets from the marketplace. Oh, he actually spots this. Maybe Ultravision spotted the orc? Not sure. Oh wait, no. There's a bear in the Kodo. He has vision of him the whole time. Oh no. Now there's another bear and another Kodo, but the orc really needs to get out. There is no TP, no speed scroll. Demon Hunter is getting focused. Does have a greater heal though. Should be able to pop it in time. Okay, if this pit lord can keep attacking, we might see the demon fall. Oh, staff coming out, a last moment. Rejuve also was on the DH. Kind of an awkward fight with the creeps at the back, but honestly the bears are just really strong right here. Pit lord about to hit 3 with 1 more kill. Couple bears do go down. Level 4 Shadow Hunter unlocked, but level 3 for the pit lord, and the pit lord still looking like a big tanky boy. And this orc army, there's just not much left to it. Oh, if only he had that Zeppelin right now, he could load everything up and just fly away. Elf doesn't have much anti-air. Another unit picked off. And we should see this Kodo picked off as well. And if it might even save the bear. And that bear will just be able to rejuvenate if he gets it. Might even turn back with the walkers to kill the bear. Oh, kill the bear! No, no! The staff. The quick staff from Wontu saves the bear. And the orc just having to continue to run. He does get his expo up, but after that fight is a little too much commitment. Lost a little too much from the orc side. Elf sitting at 50 food with his own expo halfway done. Might even see more upgrades, maybe even Nature's Blessing at some point when he gets the wood for it. Orc hero levels looking okay. And Blade does have pretty nice items. But at some point, you just really do not want to fight the Pit Lord and Bears straight up. That is not something you want to face. So we'll see how our Orc player maneuvers around this. Can't even realistically bring peons to the fight. Can load up these burrows though. One Kodo getting focused right away, dying extremely quickly. That's going to be the Kodo or Aragon. Roar coming out. Pit Lord going to work. One bear dropping low, but there is still doubles. At least one staff left. DH getting focused. Nice abolish. Does have to TP out though. So Orc did his job of getting the elf to leave, but still a very rough situation. Does have a shop and heal back up again. But this all costs a lot. Wontu should be aware of the expo. He did see the gold peon line marching back to his main here. We shall see what he decides to do though. Picks up another TP. No second orb though. Personally, I would still like to see Periapt on the DH. And then like maybe second orb on the Pit Lord. Or some of these items. Well, not exactly those items for Pit Lord, but you know, sometimes there's items in there. There was gauntlets earlier, which could have been good and cheap. Wontu about to be able to start mining from his gold mine. Orc as well gets his gold mine spotted. No spiked barricades. There is fortified though, but these towers not fast enough. And Wontu just going to go for them directly. And with this many bears, 1-1 upgrades, he should be able to just take this out and TP back home. Orc not going to arrive in time. One bear does get picked off. Very nice pick off there. Level 4 Blade Master unlocked. My booster not working? Booster didn't load this game, or it crashed. Maybe there was lag or something. This is bad man. Yeah, Wontu does indeed take out the expo and doesn't lose much in return. One Moonwell only. Raider going to get picked off here. And I mean, this is rough. It's one thing if you're behind as Orc on like one base and you can try to do some hit and runs. But the elf is now on 2 bases. Might see him pick up Nature's Blessing soon just to be even more safe.
A player's forces are under attack.
Oh. Wontu did stray a little too far from his base though. Could lose Moonwell potentially. Or a couple buildings. And with pillage likely upgraded, should see some resources heading towards our Orc player here. Actually, I don't think he has pillage. It doesn't look like he has pillage yet. Orc going to have to TP out. Doesn't manage to kill the bear. There is rejuve available as well. Spiked barricades finally picked up. A tower up. But oh no, he set up an expansion, but Wontu was already setting up a protector and is just finishing. Oh no, this is a canceled. This can't be saved. Oh no, that is a huge resource lost for our Orc player. His wood economy kind of in shambles right now. Kodo maybe forgotten. He only has like 1 peon mining on wood. And he's setting up the expansion right in front of the protector, so Wontu is aware of it coming up. Should be able to just go to it with another TP and then TP back if needed. Sometimes as the elf player you can also mix in a Keeper of the Grove third here, both as an orb carrier but mostly because of entangle. Being able to entangle some raiders can help a lot. Yeah, Orc going to go back in, looking to take out a Moonwell, maybe the shop as well.
Player's forces are under attack.
Wontu just staffing his bear. I think he meant to staff his demon hunter or something, but staff the bear instead. But the pit lord is here as well now, and that cleave going to work. Orc is doing what he can, but Wontu at 63 food. Going to be very difficult for the Orc to maneuver around and get something done here. 2 grunts falling. Oof. That hurts. Another grunt getting caught by a dryad. Oh no. Mr. Grunt, where are you going? And Wontu's expansion actually pretty fortified. The big mistake from Wontu is not having Nature's Blessing, I guess. But his wood is quite low. Needs to really produce a lot more wisps. Yeah, Protector going to fall. Wontu will TP in this time. Might be able to catch the Raider. Maybe the Walker, but the Walker will be able to go into ethereal form if it wants. And expansion is getting up for the Orc. He's making something happen. It's still a very, very bad situation, but, you know, expansion is there. Tower and spiked barricades are there. Not sure if it's spiked barricades level 2. And he does, both sides honestly just have wood problems. See a Raider and a Kodo in the back here as well. Orc trying to maneuver through the middle, but there's another Dryad and the Demon here. Shadow Hunter getting focused, surrounded. Dies very quickly. Walker, the next target. He's going to let it go though. And he does not actually have a TP. Might want to pick one up. He has plenty of gold. Maybe even a Staff of Telly would be nice. Yeah, going to just take out this expansion. The bears are doing around 30 damage to themselves every hit. But with rejuvenation, you can kind of cancel that out. Demon Hunter split with his own army here, chasing down the Orc. Protector rebuilt, and Wontu with quite a big bank here. Should be able to close this out soon. As the Orc's army getting crippled. Raiders getting caught out. He's going to try for a last-ditch effort, focus on the demon, but there's no dispel here. With only the blade, there's not... Oh, yeah. I mean, there is still quite a bit of damage, apparently. Just lost half his health in like 2 hits. But with no dispel, there is rejuvenation. And that Demon Hunter should be safe. Level 5. Might even see level 3 evasion in this sort of scenario. But honestly, neither really matters. I think Wontu is just extremely far ahead now. He did kill the Expo. Orc still fighting. Wants to see if he can create something out of this, but at some point, you know, it's really hard to get this expansion doing anything with the elf already at 70 food. Finally has wisps on wood because his gold mine ran out. So should be able to start spending that gold soon. Honestly, just pick up 2 teleports right now. Just pick up 2. 2. Come on. Come on, bro. You can do it, bro. Okay. Shopping for something. Okay, Staff of Telly and Bone. Okay. I think you could just pick up 2 teleports, go to the Orc base. Just kill as much as he can. There isn't too much here. I mean, the spiked barricades are scary for bears, but otherwise, he can kill stuff pretty easily. Pit Lord and a Dryad looking to defend. There is 3 Moonwells if he needs to heal at all. Chimera on the way as well. 1-1 upgrades still. Pit Lord going to get focused a bit. Does not actually have items to save himself, but can just fight if he attacks. Like, this cleave will do quite a bit. Might need to get the Demon Hunter here at some point though. And he does have Staff of Telly. Oh, he canceled it on accident. He accidentally canceled his Staff of Telly, running all the way back now instead. Chimera Roost getting focused, but now the bears have arrived. And the orc calls the GG, realizing he can't get up his expansion. Wontu taking the 2-0. Pretty nice games from Wontu there. I do think the orc play... The second game was a little harder to judge the orc on because he got his like 2 raiders and a Kodo trapped by his burrows, and then he killed 2 burrows to release them. That is rough. But the first game, he did extremely well with getting like level 3-3. He had a decent army, but just sort of missed his timing, and the Pit Lord ate him up afterwards. So, I mean, what can you do?